Is that heavy, Liz? Hmm? Yeah. No, that thing. No.
Hey, it's Bree with 6 Hearts on 6 Acres. Welcome to my kitchen. Today we are going to be making strawberry jam. Now I already have a triple batch done of some strawberry vanilla, but what we're going to be making right now has a secret ingredient: jalapenos. So strawberry jalapeno jam is what we are getting ready to make. My kitchen already smells fabulous from the strawberry vanilla, so it's going to smell even better when we add in that little bit of heat and spice from the jalapenos. Now, strawberry jam is one of the easiest jams that you can make, especially if you're going to be canning. One of the easiest things to make is a beginner canner. So come along with me and I will walk you through this. We don't need any special ingredients like pectin. We're only going to be working with 4 ingredients: strawberries, jalapenos, lemon juice, and sugar. So let's get started. Now, adding jalapenos to your jam does not make your jam spicy, but it gives it just a really delicious smoky jalapeno flavor. It's really good just in ways that you would typically use strawberry jam, but our favorite way to use it is to soften a block of cream cheese and pour this over the top of it and then eat it with crackers as an appetizer. It's delicious that way. We went strawberry picking the other day, my kids and I.
Hey Mom, can I sit on the out? This side and 250 on that side. Right?
And we picked 4 flats of strawberries. I gave one of the flats to my mom. So that left me with, after my kids ate several and my oldest daughter made a strawberry pie, I had about 7 gallons left. So I used 4 gallons in the strawberry vanilla jam. I'm just going to do a single batch of this strawberry jalapeno because I want to have plenty of strawberries left over for my kids to snack on and for us just to use in a few other recipes that I would like to make. We are actually having a little bit of a competition in our kitchen tonight. The kids decided that they wanted to each make a recipe on their own with strawberries, and then their dad and I would judge and pick the winner. Now, my kids are 12, 9, 7, and almost 5. So we will see how this goes. My 12-year-old will do fine. She cooks all the time and is great at following recipes. My 9-year-old has picked out a simple fruit kebab recipe that she liked to make, so I think that will go fine as well. My 7-year-old wants to make strawberry chocolate chip cookies, so we will see how that turns out. I'm sure they'll still be delicious, and hopefully she'll take a little bit of help from Mom. I'm not sure what my almost 5-year-old is going to be making yet. I was trying to talk him into chocolate dipped strawberries. I'm not sure if he has decided though. I have a bowl here where the very best strawberries I've been putting aside for my kids to eat. Because we love strawberries around here, especially when they're fresh. You can't get any better than that. But you'll also see that I'm saving the tops of all of my strawberries. I haven't decided quite yet what I'm going to be making, but I have seen a recipe for strawberry top syrup and strawberry lemonade concentrate. So one or the other will be made with these strawberry tops. I'm going for 16 cups of strawberries for this recipe. got our 16 cups of strawberries, and now we're gonna go in with about 9 cups of sugar. And then about half a cup of lemon juice. And then next we're gonna dice up our jalapenos. I am not including the seeds because the seeds are where most of the heat is. And I don't want these to be spicy. I just want that really yummy jalapeno flavor. So just gonna cut around the skins and toss the seeds. If a few will get in there, no big deal. I am not going to spend a long time trying to get out every single seed. But I am just going to do my best to cut around them. And I'm cutting these fairly small, but they don't have to be tiny by any means because I am going to be using my immersion blender to get all of this blended up once it's cooked down quite a bit. I do have these strawberries already cooking on medium heat while I'm getting these jalapenos chopped up. Now you can go with as many jalapenos as you like, just depending on what flavor you want. I'm gonna go with about probably a half a cup to 3/4 of a cup. These jalapenos don't smell very spicy. I'm a wimp, so I'm not going to be trying one to see how spicy they are. But I feel okay going with that amount. I almost didn't get to make this. I went to Walmart to get jalapenos and they didn't have any, so I went to the only other grocery store in my town, which is Rainey's, and I went to the produce section and they didn't have any, and I was kind of bummed out because I already have all this mess from making the strawberry vanilla jam today, and I didn't want to have to go find jalapenos tomorrow and make another mess. But I'm gonna make pizza for dinner tonight, and so I had to go get some mozzarella cheese, and luckily I found some jalapenos by the cheese for some reason. I have no idea why they're over there. They weren't even refrigerated, they were just in the middle of an aisle. But score for me, I will take it. I'm smelling these. They smell like bell peppers with the slightest tint of heat. I actually... Zero heat. This is like a jalapeno shaped bell pepper. So, whoops. One for the floor. Bummer. I wanted them to have a little bit of heat. My kid's on the floor picking up the... Oh, I thought you were going to eat it. It's not spicy at all. Okay, so that is probably more than a cup, but that's what I'm going with. Oh, I missed that piece somehow. And I'm just going to put these into the pot. All right, we have this pot heating up now. We're gonna let those strawberries and sugar and jalapenos and lemon juice all come to a boil, and then we're gonna let it simmer for quite some time, probably at least an hour, maybe longer, until it really cooks down and starts to thicken up. I choose to use no pectin because I don't want any added ingredients in my strawberry jam, but if you would like a thicker jam, you can use pectin. It'll make it thicker and it will make the process not take as long. But I would rather just cook this jam down for quite some time, and then after that we will get to canning it. All right, while that syrup is cooking down, we're gonna get our jars cleaned really well. They are in a sink full of really hot soapy water, and I'm just going to scrub out the inside and outside of them. This is not a canning jar. A lot of what I'm using are, but because I'm water bath canning and not pressure canning, that's not as important. So this is when I like to reuse a lot of glass jars. Right, now that this jam is cooked down quite a bit, I'm going to use my immersion blender and just break those strawberries up a little bit. I don't like my jam perfectly smooth. I like it to be a little bit chunky, but I do want those strawberries broken up. All right, because we made this jam with that pectin, we're gonna have to do a test to see if it is ready to can, if it is to the gelling stage. Now you can use a thermometer and get it to 220 degrees. But I find the easiest way is just to swirl a spoon in there. Set that spoon down for just a second, let it cool just a little bit. And then you're gonna swipe your finger through it. And do you see how where I swiped did not immediately fill back up with jam? That tells me that we are ready to go ahead and get this jam into jars and get it processed. All right, you're gonna wanna wipe the top of the rims to make sure that you don't have any strawberry jam that's gonna get in the way of your lid sealing. You're just going to put these on fingertip tight. Those jars are hot, so be careful with your fingers. I am pretty much always multitasking, so I thought I'd show you what I'm doing. Oh, I lost a piece of cheese. While I let that water come to a boil, I was making a sausage and kale pizza with the kale from the garden, and it is going to go into the oven for dinner tonight. Looks delicious. It sounds like that water is boiling now, so we'll go ahead and transfer those jars into our water bath can. Like I said, I am multitasking, so feel free to pretend like you don't see any of that mess going on behind me. We are going to get these all loaded up, and then we will let them go in the boiler for 10 minutes. Let's see how much of this kitchen I can get cleaned up in the 10 minutes that I have while my jam is canning right before dinner tonight. I didn't get the kitchen all the way, but I got quite a bit done, so I'm good with that. I'm going to go ahead and get these jars out of the canner. All right, I am finished. I ended up with 20 pints of strawberry jam and 8 half pints. So I have a mixture of strawberry vanilla and strawberry jalapeno, and I think my pizza is just about done. So I'm gonna say that is a very successful end of the day. And it is dinner time. All right, thanks so much for hanging out with me today as we stayed busy in the kitchen. If you like these kind of videos, go ahead and like and subscribe and join me back next time. Until then, God bless.